Namaskaram everyone. Welcome to the Stories That Shine with Supriya, where conversations inspire and every story connects us. Today's conversation is a very interesting conversation because it's about shaping the young minds through art in a beautiful way. We often think that art is just drawing or coloring, but what if we know that art can actually impact the child's mindset? And in India, educational system usually revolves around marks, but what about creativity and emotional thinking? So today I'm going to speak to someone who is striving hard to bring that change through her art. She is Mrs. Geetha Bhascker Garu, who has started INDFAME, through which she is creating an awareness that art can go beyond creativity and can actually impact the child's mindset from the KG level. So come, let's start a conversation with her. Today I have Mrs. Geetha Bhascker Garu with me. Welcome to my show, ma'am.
Hello.
Hi. Thank you so much
Nice
for giving
being
me
here,
this
Supriya.
opportunity.
Nice being
Thank you
with you,
so much.
Supriya.
Yeah, yeah. So we'll start the interview with a brief introduction about you, ma'am. Like where are you from and your educational and professional backgrounds?
Mm, I'm in Hyderabad.
Okay.
Okay. I was born and brought up in Chennai though, but then I was married here. So in Varangal, okay,
Okay.
from Hanmakonda, and then settled in Hyderabad
Mhm.
because my husband was here and he was working here. And then, yes, I'm an artist, an art teacher, and
Okay.
I've developed a program now in art.
Okay.
So
Cool.
I'm an artist. I'm a professional applied artist.
Okay. Very nice. So can you please explain your art curriculum and what exactly you do with children from the KG level?
See, the program that I've designed is over the years as an art teacher, I felt, of course, I was into advertising and I didn't want to become a teacher. I became a teacher. I've said that many times, and then I feel that in the schools, they don't. I mean, they have forgotten all that the artists have given for this world. Like many artists, like Leonardo da Vinci, taking from his Flight of the Birds, and I mean the all the drawings that he did on the flight of birds, and then about the Vitruvian Man, the balance of man in a square and a circle, and then about Pablo Picasso, who also gave the concept of minimalism with single color concepts, and then about William Hogarth and those who they worked for a social cause. Of course, Van Gogh and all of them, they did their own paintings because they wanted to express something. It was
Yeah,
mostly on nature and all.
correct.
Okay, then even our Indian artist M.F. Hussain, or we have in our state, we have Lakshma Gaud and Vaikuntham sir and all. They all, they wanted to just portray something. They wanted to, bring out what they felt like, their emotions. Like, when I've seen artist Surya Prakash's works, all flying objects. So somewhere they wanted to tell something because it was very individual and very, very, it was something which nobody could copy, like, and even if they had to copy, it would be difficult. That's the beauty of art. Even if I draw a tree and want to repeat it, it's different. So it will be different next time I do it. But then in the schools, they have just killed art by drawing an apple, a house, or a square and a circle, and making the children color,
Correct.
teaching them the technicalities of art. No, nobody wants to learn the technicalities of art. It's an art class. It's not just painting and putting the best on the wall or anything. It's a class where you have to allow the children to express themselves, where the mind is the space is the mind space, the space mind is a blank space, sorry, and it has to connect to a blank paper, send signals to the brain for actions. Like that is what I feel, where I
Correct.
strongly feel.
To bring out the
And there
creativity,
I
right? Yeah,
bring out. And when you already give a picture and tell the child to do the same, it's only copying.
correct.
Again, copying, like how you do in other maths class and science classes or any other subject. You can't do what you want.
Correct.
So this is the only subject where you can do what you want. Be it
Yeah.
music and dance also, you can't do what you want. Maybe you come out and do what you want. But then in the class, you
Correct.
can't do it.
Very true. So
So that is
when
the program, like you asked me from
mm,
nursery to. So that is the program.
mm,
I have designed a program like where, a blank book is given, page is given, and then a theme is given, where,
mm,
the child can do whatever the child wants about the theme. Suppose I say tree.
mm,
Suppose just draw a tree, and then if the tree had stories to say, trees live longer than
correct.
human. They live for more than millions of years, so they may have stories stored. If they had to tell their stories, what would it be like?
Mm,
Or
okay.
you want to just draw a tree, you want
Mm,
to draw a tree of your imagination, however
mm,
you want, you
mm,
can draw. Or you want to just draw a tree that gives space for so many things, for so many birds, for snakes, for so many things. It gives space, isn't it? So how do you want to just what to say, like, visualize a tree, and then you want to just tell all the good things about the tree, about a tree.
okay. So it's like
With that.
opens the blank space kind of thing you'll give, and you ask them for their creativity. Whatever they can do, they can do it. It's not like a typical drawing and coloring books kind.
No, no, it's not like that. And they can write also. They can write stories also. And all the topics are connected to their subjects. Subjects are so
Okay.
beautiful.
Mm,
Subjects are so beautiful. They can connect them. Like when I told about trees, now how does the tree function like? Okay. How
mm,
does a tree function, and what is the relationship between the tree and the human?
mm,
So the child will definitely say, like we need oxygen. It gives us oxygen. It takes our
yeah.
carbon dioxide. So it
Mm,
takes away the pollution and everything. Um, and uh, and the tree gives us flowers. It gives us, it gives us fruits.
okay.
So many things. So that is, and it is also connected to their lessons. Like,
Mm,
suppose you say, photosynthesis.
mm,
So how does you know, the tree, the plant produce food?
mm,
Where does it get fire from? Where does it get water from? What is the main ingredient? Then again, you can blow it out, like, why some of the trees do not have leaves at all. They have only flowers at times at a
yeah.
season. Some of the trees have different colored leaves. Some of the plants have different colored. Not all plants have green leaves. So
Mm,
they can simply, you can, for the whole year, you can take the art classes on trees.
mm,
But then I'd just given a break, 6 months.
mm,
Each month, one theme is given, and let the child do whatever. I wouldn't ask the child to draw a tree similar to what I draw on the board or what is given in the book. I
mm,
just
mm.
want the child to, imagine, recollect what it has seen, what is coming to its mind, observations. It builds observation skills also. So that is what.
Okay. So what made you feel that art should start from KG level itself and not later?
Definitely, because later on again, you start stumbling for some reference.
Mm,
So
very
from the
true.
beginning, if you make the child start thinking, this is what I want to do. So the child, you can see the individuality in a child.
Mm,
We want the child to be an individual. We want the child to be different. Because each one is different. Each one is made different. See, I come from a family of four siblings. So
mm.
anyone would say this. Like, all the four children are not the same, no? We come
Of
from the
course.
same parents.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we're not different because the environment changes, what we learn changes, what we see changes, everything changes. So that is why right from the beginning we have to analyze what the child's interests are. You can definitely find it out from drawings. Like,
Mm,
we could recognize that my son was into art by the way he started, expressing himself on the blank pages. And he was always, making cartoons and something very scenic. So we thought, okay, he's in for something
Okay.
creative.
So, yeah. So, how do you use art to influence a child's mindset or emotions and not just their creativity?
Uh, Sometimes they just put it on paper. They when tell them to write, they'll express their feelings, like who is the mother, who is the teacher, who is the friend, like the themes are all different, on friendship, on relationship, and if they have to if they have to talk, like I just in one of the classes I just gave mango, I mean, sorry, apple. And I said, okay, apple, what will you color? What color would you use for apple? They said green or red. So I said, I'd like blue color apples. I'd like black color. Ah, they said. I said, okay. It's in my mind. I'm not going to sell them on the cart now. It's in my mind. So now what's in your mind? What do you want to, what do you feel that you can bring out from an apple? Like, when Krishna opened his mouth, you could see the whole universe. I mean, Yashoda saw the whole universe in such a small space. So in this apple, on the apple, now do you write a story, you write whatever you want to do. So one child just, makes an apple and then puts something and says electricity, it produces electricity, and when mango approaches, it gives a shock.
So cute. Okay. Uh, so you didn't ask him or her, like, what is it?
Because
Just
it's my season. It's my season now, don't come near me.
oh, that's what he or she said.
So,
Acha.
and so
Okay,
cute
so
that
cute.
is.
I
Not at
know.
all colorful. Not colorful. But then there's so much of expression. No, the child is expressing something. Okay,
Correct.
one child. See, you understand the child's mindset. One child, and means that child wants to do something. Maybe the child comes from a very technical family.
Maybe. Yeah.
Okay. So one child draws lots of jewelry inside the
Oh,
apple, and it just goes and hides off inside the ocean, it seems. So the child.
very cute these stories are. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Very, very interesting, very
Huh.
interesting.
I know.
So one child says, the apple, when I like the child, see the mindset of the child. I don't like apple. My mother packs apple to school. It turns black.
I
I like mangoes. So
okay.
each one's perception is different. Each one's expression is different. That is what we want.
Hmm. Yeah. So, what is one common mistake our current education system makes it when it comes to art?
That is, we are not giving them the freedom that they really need. Now, I told you just one apple, three examples I told you, isn't it? They're all different. They're
Correct.
all different. Now, if I tell them, okay, apple, now come on, I'll put a bowl of apples and you come on, you draw it, everybody is going to draw the same thing. They're
Hmm.
not going to talk about what is running in their mind, isn't it? You have to kindle their mind to bring out something different, to bring out their thoughts.
Yeah.
So,
So that is what is the common mistake in our in our education system is what you
see, you
say.
can't, sorry, Supriya. Now, see, you can't tell the child, to, like, suppose it's in the botany class, once you grow up, you get in the botany, you do about, I mean, you study so much about everything. Okay, what now, even in schools, okay, even in in the science class, the teacher tells what does, I mean, about nutrition, take about nutrition, and the teacher will talk about the apple, what it contains, what and why is it good for health and all that. Okay,
Hmm. Hmm.
all that is straight answers. You can't change them.
Correct.
So in the art class, you can change, isn't it? You can make them do different, and that is where inventions will start.
Correct.
That is where inventions will start. Now, when you tell them to draw a house, okay, they draw a house, right? They draw a house. Now, then next you tell them to, see, everybody is drawing a house. Now, your dream house, there are so many houses. Now, you get container houses, you're getting mobile houses. How would you like your house to be? Okay, one thing. And
Hmm.
then now bring out all the things in your house. What is there in the kitchen?
Hmm.
What is there in the living room? So, do you think each one will be doing the same thing?
No, no, obviously.
No,
Yeah,
differently. Differently they portray the same house, but then different things,
correct.
and
Hmm.
differently, sketched and differently written about.
Correct. Yeah. So, any resistance did you face while introducing this concept from schools or parents?
Definitely, because now, see, that's what I said when I started, when I wanted to do this for long. I had been planning to do this. Just imagine how many six themes up to 12th I have made. It's more than 80 themes.
Hmm.
It I had to sit and do a lot of study on this.
I
I
know.
really
Hmm.
put my, and I'm still doing it.
Hmm.
I'm still doing it. I was just again. I didn't give this. Sometimes I feel, Array, I should have written about this. Then I thought, okay, anyway, I have faculties who will be going for the orientations to the art teacher, so I can add them. I can
Hmm.
add them. Okay, but can you do that in maths and science?
Definitely not.
You
Yeah.
can't. You can't. Maybe
Hmm.
you can differently try to portray the answer, but the answer is answer. That's all.
Correct.
You can't change it. You
True.
can't change it. But here, when I say, a triangle, equilateral triangle. So everybody is equal in the house, okay, mother? What you listen to your mother, you have to listen to your mother, father, and all your parents, whoever's in the house. So you want to be an equilateral triangle going by their likes and dislikes, or you want to be okay, you want to be an isosceles triangle. Two of them agree and one doesn't agree. Like, I used to always agree with my mother, but my father was different.
Hmm.
Okay, then or you want to be the scale triangle. You want to be outstanding, different from everyone. That is what I want.
So, what kind of
Why should you
resistance
be
do you
like
get?
the others?
Hmm.
So this is like this. So when we talk about this, the art teachers, they don't want to go do a little extra about this.
Hmm.
Okay, so that is one thing. I have a problem with the art teachers. Some of them say, my children are not doing, the children are not listening, they're tearing the papers. That means you don't know how to control the class.
Hmm. True.
You don't know how to control the class. How can you take? So this is one thing. And then the schools again, if I can, as I told you at the beginning, I could have published a lot of books
Hmm.
and made it like publications, because I'm an artist. I can also publish lot of, I can draw the apple, the thing, I mean the house and everything with different colors. And I can give it some names. I can also say Piet Mondrian, and then do only primary colors and give everything, and make my book cost a little more. And of course, when the schools take it, they put their own MRP. So the dealer and the school also has, they make some something out of it, so that they can use it for the school maybe. Okay, but here it is, when I'm giving a plain book, you can't write MRP over there.
Hmm.
The charges that I quote, like, it is not more than 200 rupees. So a book will not be so expensive, isn't it? But the
Hmm.
course itself is like that. And because the cultural department of Telangana has approved it and is certifying for the for the most deserving students, giving awards, faculties going and attending, talking to them, talking to the teachers. That's what, anything new is happening. See, suppose I have a theme for the for a month, like it's on, suppose it's on traffic. Okay. Now, You know what happened? You must have heard about this. Like, trucks standing on the road, like, halt, trucks are parked on the road, and you don't know that they are moving or not sometimes.
Correct.
Okay, it was parked on the road, and a car just went and bumped onto the truck, and six of them passed away. So people, I mean, it was in the news, and everyone knows about it. So they can talk on that. Anything that is happening around also they can bring into art. They can't bring in any other subject. Okay, so here the teacher feels that if I just give a book and make them draw, they'll sit, they'll finish it, and they'll go. Why should I take the effort of doing all these things? Why should I talk about something else? And moreover, when they take art teachers, it is so difficult to find them very communicative also. It's
Mm.
okay, even if they can speak in their language, if can they can just try to explain it to the child in a very, in any, I mean, very simple way. They can draw out something from the child. So, and naturally, when you cannot have a command of the language in the class, this class will not listen to you. They are children after all.
Of course. Yeah.
You must know more than them.
It's true.
You must know more than them. Now it is very important.
Yeah.
And once you talk like this, they'll think, oh, my teacher has more, she's got more knowledge. She's talking about all these things. Okay. What is happening in the kitchen now? What is the talk in the kitchen now? Everybody is talking about gas,
I know.
isn't it?
Yeah.
And then it goes to wars.
Mm.
Okay. Now the history books are all made. Can they add this in the history book now?
I know.
It is such an intense situation, isn't it?
Mhm. So the art
In the
teachers,
art class. So the art teachers have to take just walk an
extra
extra
effort.
mile to,
Yeah.
and you take it from me, they don't understand. Some of them they are very happy. They say, ma'am, we are learning so much. Children are doing so much. And the number of works they send us, we are not able to look into everything.
Mm.
It's so difficult for us to select also. So we've restricted them to send only three pictures from each class.
Mm.
Somewhere we'll have to see. The whole point is you have to just instigate the child to think on its own.
Yeah.
That's it. That is the whole thing.
Mm.
So
So
these are
what,
the things we face.
yeah, this resistance, this kind of resistance.
Resistance, yes, the
Yeah.
commercial part, the
Mm.
commercial aspect in the schools,
Mm.
that where of course the dealer, and there is something from the books, and the other thing is the teachers not
Yeah.
and one more thing is the teachers are being given so many other works. This is also another point. In the art teachers, they don't have corrections, because I've been an art teacher. I know what it is like, because we don't have corrections, we don't have exams. So all the other work is dumped on us.
Mm.
And where will the teacher have the time to have the patience to know more and do more?
Correct, correct.
So we have sports class, sports event, we'll have an exhibition, we'll have some other event coming, and there the art teacher is the main target to do so many things.
Mm.
Okay, but still, because even I've taught in many schools,
Mm.
more than 30 years I've been in with the
Oh,
schools.
wow. Okay.
We have to plan and do everything. See, those days, in when I was with the HPS, I was there for 12 years. We used to do such big backdrops. The support staff would just paste cardboards and white papers. Almost three-fourth of the room would be big ones, broad
Mm.
ones. We had to we had to walk on top of it and do the drawings and paint. Now you have all digital, everything digital screens now. You don't
Yeah,
have to make props also. Things are so easy.
I know.
and still complaining. We complain. We did all that, plus we were teaching the children.
Yeah.
It's the effort we put in. I think individually we'll have to put in some effort. The teachers have to put in some effort also. So
Mm.
these are, and some schools, as I told you, some schools the art teachers are, ma'am, what is the next, ma'am? When is, ma'am, next year also we want it, ma'am. And I said, this is the fourth year running. So some of the schools are still doing and taking it up.
Very good. So, what kind of activities or methods do you use that go beyond just drawing and coloring?
Of course, they can make 3D works also. They can make it's medium is no restriction at all. See, when I say freedom of thought and freedom of writing and all that, I don't want them to, I don't want the schools to give them any colors because they'll start using only those. I want the freedom of medium also to be given. It can be a pencil, it can be a pen. Even if the school is giving some colors or if they're bringing their colors, let them. Let the teachers tell them that you can. If you don't want to color, you can do it with pen. You can do it with pencil, or you can also make a 3D. See, suppose the theme is given. So next class, this is the theme. I told you from the house, how can you, how would you design your kitchen, or what is the design of the kitchen, what is there in the kitchen and all. So those implements and all, can you just bring something made out of throwaway material? So this is becoming one big thing, throwaway material. It's not necessarily throwaway material, it can also be clay. Yes.
Correct. Hmm.
And this is becoming a, a fashion, like
Correct,
throwaway
correct.
material, throwaway material. As such, they won't be bringing throwaway material. And when they give the craft books, also I've seen in the schools. Oh my God, Cambridge. They're running a Cambridge school, and they're giving the material with the craft. They're giving them some chumkies, some ice cream sticks, some cotton buds, and the child, everyone will be using the same thing,
Hmm.
isn't it? So whatever you want, you can make it with coconut shells, or you can make it with cardboards. You can buy some papers and make something. So let them, why again, you're giving the restriction, only throwaway materials, only throwaway materials. Not like that. Anything you want, you can make with.
Yeah.
So they can take it forward, and they can actually, the same things, can go as dance and drama also, if the teachers get together and work it out.
Hmm.
See how well we can connect the subjects. Suppose you take traffic also, how well you can connect them to the class subject also. We in when I was doing when I was in HPS, once I still remember, we had a traffic scene, the whole theme for the exhibition, because HPS insisted art exhibition every year. So we had a whole theme as traffic. My God, you must see how beautifully they had arranged on the podium on traffic. One of the boys, ordered a tank, motorcycle tank, because he was very passionate about vehicles, motorcycles and cars and all that. He ordered a tank and online, and he brought that, and he made ikebana with that.
Wow. Such a beautiful thoughts comes up, no? Actually. Yeah.
Many things.
Correct.
See, when we talk about traffic, for example, I've taken my IB students to one of the workshops. They didn't allow, but then somehow I took the permission, and I was fortunate to take them there. It was a dump yard where, all the buses that went through accidents, all the throwaway, I mean, all the buses that could not be used anymore, different I mean, mostly transport buses, and they had invited artists from over the world to come and make installations, and those installations were put up at various signal points.
Oh, wow.
So nice it was.
Yeah. Thought itself is so good.
Mm.
Yeah.
So there, again, you, even if it is traffic, you are bringing about, at the signal points, you're having some beautiful installation so that it takes away the stress of your driving or stress of your travel, stress of pollution, stress of traffic on the road. When you look
True.
at those things, isn't it? See,
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
all interlinked. They're all interlinked. Art can definitely do so much to you.
Hmm. So, have you seen any child transform because of this approach? Can you
Of
share
course,
any
I've
such
seen.
experience?
Yes, yes. The very reason why I started this program itself is, because I felt I could bring about a lot of change in the children. In at least a few children, they still, they talk to me, they connect to me, and in fact, for my program, the cover design was done by one of my students. The logo was done by one of my students, and the matter written behind the book, I had written something, but then my student, I just asked, I sent it to my students to just look into it. One of my students said, "Ma'am, I want to rewrite this," and that is what is printed there. And some of my students are working with me as faculties, and they give me so much of ideas. So I've seen, because they have seen so much through art.
Hmm.
They have seen so much through art. One of my students, she is into medicine. She's into medical, stream, and but very passionate about art. And she started a jewelry unit. And last Navratri, for one of the themes, she had me as a model for her, for
Wow.
her jewelry.
So
Like
nice,
that.
so sweet.
And
Yeah.
and there are so many who connect to me, and they are like, I have a student who's a celebrity shoemaker, and wherever he goes, he talks about art. He tells about me. He
Wow.
just mentions my name. Art teacher was the one
Very
who.
nice. Huh.
It's not that they have to mention the name of the teacher.
Of course,
It's
of
not that
course. Yeah.
gives you a pride, of course, but then, you know, it gives you a satisfaction that you brought about a
Absolutely.
change, you mattered to the child in some way, because some of them were brilliant and good in art. Some of them, were not good in other subjects, but they were able to do something through art.
Correct.
One of them,
Nice.
he was not at all encouraged in the other subjects, but now he's designing for so many companies.
Wow. Beautiful.
Mm.
Lot of
And
beautiful stories you have with your
very,
children.
very,
I
my
know.
God,
With students. Yeah.
I really, I really get a high when those
I
students,
know. I can see
I
that
had a
happiness in
show.
your face.
I had a show with my old students. I wanted to continue, but COVID played a very bad part. I think I have to do it again. I had a show with all my students, my old students, and they had sent works from London, from US, and all that. They sent works to participate in that show.
Oh, wow. So nice, ma'am.
So,
So nice to hear. Yeah. So, what future generation are you hoping to shape through your work?
see, you can take up any profession. If you take up any profession, what makes the difference? Only your creativity, only your creative thinking.
Absolutely.
See,
Yeah.
there are so many hospitals, there are so many hotels. Each one has a different, they have a different structure. They have different. I mean, everything is organized differently inside.
Yeah. So, what advice do you want to give to art teachers or parents?
I want parents to think that art is not just drawing and painting, because I've heard teachers coming and telling, "Ma'am, one of my parents says that my child is always drawing a car. Let him draw other things also." Hey, why
Hmm.
should you teach him other things? Let him draw.
Hmm.
Let him draw. I had a student who draw only horses first.
Hmm.
So I
Wow.
had a board. I had a board of his works saying it is Hamza's horses. The boy's name is Hamza. Is Hamza.
Hmm.
Sorry.
Hmm.
And he slowly took it up to motorcycles and cars and everything. So that's power. He wanted to show that power, isn't it?
Hmm.
So And some of them, some of the parents come, my child is not even able to draw a circle.
Hmm.
Should a circle be perfect? A circle can be with crooked lines also, isn't it?
Hmm.
So parents should actually understand that at least this should not be forced. You're
Hmm.
already forcing the child to learn tables, multiplications, and theorems and everything later on too. But then, at least in art, let them have the freedom to
Hmm.
express.
Hmm. Okay. So for art teachers, what advice do you want to give? Like put some
Art
more
teachers,
effort.
you put some more effort and don't, let them copy anything. Please let them not be copycats in the art class. Already they are copycats in the other. I would call that copycat, I mean, copying only because you can't have different answers.
True. Very true.
Yes,
Hmm.
you can't have different answers.
Yeah.
So let them explore differently here. This is the place, this is the art class is like a tonic for them to, understand that understand their future, their career, where their thinking levels.
Hmm.
Everyone wants to be different, isn't it? Would you like to copy somebody? No. If somebody is wearing something, you would want to do something better, isn't
Hmm.
it? Anybody.
Of
So
course.
let that
It's human
thought,
nature. Yeah.
yes, let the thought of individuality begin in the art class.
Hmm. Well said, ma'am. So, are you planning to spread this concept to other cities and states as well?
Definitely, but then I'm not pushing myself too hard. Like today, also, today I thought, till yesterday, I thought I'm going to give it a close and I wanted to do something. I wanted to do, there are certain things at home also which you want to fulfill, isn't it? And we've shifted off late. So I just wanted to give time for myself. I want to travel, go see my father also. So I thought I'll close up with schools, but then yesterday I got a call that one of the schools wanted me to explain on this program. So today I had to go. I
Hmm.
had to go. So I'm going that way, but I'm not forcing myself. I'm not for it. Initially, I was approaching the schools, and then I felt okay. There was so much of, uh, so much of hurdles that I faced. So I thought, okay, let me have the schools that I have and let me go through with them. That's it. So and some of the schools have at least a few schools, they have not taken up the program for the coming year. I'm not going and talking to them, convincing them. And
Okay.
I've had very good works from the children, but still I will not convince. So let them understand and let them take it up. So some
Hmm.
of the schools say already we are doing all this, we are doing so many things, and see how our children have done. See, as a team, you make them do. As a
Hmm.
team, you make them do. Okay, and then we are already, because NEP has already designed and we are already doing it. Okay, fine, you go ahead. But this is something, where you can culminate, you can bring it together as a point and make the child, think better,
Hmm.
learn better, do better. See, uh, when I ask about what is friendship to you, who are your friends, they can, where do you draw the line? Add some humor. So they, I have a potato farm of friends. So that's how they draw and write. Okay. And then my friends, my friend my friends are the best, and they give about write about the friends. See, it's so easy to write about yourself. It is difficult to write about others, but it's very difficult to write about yourself. So that starts from right from the beginning. Parts of the flower, I start that. Knowing your strengths and weaknesses. Write about yourself. You are beautiful, you are handsome on the flower. And what do you don't like about yourself, like that. And when it comes to the higher classes, about your friends. Okay.
Hmm. Hmm.
And one child writes, draws two figures, okay,
Hmm.
and with the uh, you know and had written so beautifully, enemy is the true friend.
Wow. God. Okay.
Definitely.
Enemy is the friend. Yeah,
Because
yeah, yeah.
true friend.
Hmm.
So You know what the child said, you know that you know that you can't get along well with somebody, won't call him enemy.
Mm.
Uh, you are little, I mean, you stay a little away. But a friend, that, is very calm. You can go, you will just go fall on that friend and tell everything to that friend. So you don't know when that friend will also turn out to be someone different to you. We've studied YouTube Brutus,
Yeah,
Shakespeare's.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
So they come up with they make, my friends make the cherry uh, on the ice cream. It seems so many of them, they want to, I mean, you should understand who are your friends, how you go with, where you go, how far can you go with each one, all these
Mm.
things. And about relationship is also their nature.
Yeah.
And some of them ask me, some of the teachers ask, ma'am, mandala art, why you draw the sun and draw whatever you like, celebration around the sun? That is also mandala art. That is also going to give you that concentration, whatever it is.
Yeah. So as of now, you're not planning to push yourself to spread this concept to other
No.
cities or states.
Those who know about it, those who come forward, I take it up. I'm prepared to go, of course. That is why, considering my age, I'm 67, and of course, so far so good. And I've been thinking, I've recorded my voice. In fact, we went with the AI first, and I wasn't very happy about it. Just my picture, and then making my I mean, my lips move around, and of course cloning and all that. But then still, my son was against it, and then even my others, they said this is not nice, you have to record it. So I started I recorded all the themes
Hmm. Lot of effort
myself.
you're
It was
putting in,
proper
ma'am, at
record.
this age also. Very nice.
Proper recording was done, so that it can be given, it can be taken up by anyone. And listening is 80% of learning.
Correct.
So the teachers who can listen to it also will know how to you know articulate better in the class with their own ideas.
Hmm. Yeah. So it's wonderful talking to you, ma'am. Seriously, and
Nice
it's
talking.
truly, yeah, it's truly interesting to know that art can create such an impact in a child's life. And thank you so much for the wonderful work you're doing in this line. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you too. Thank